So what if you can use thousands and thousands of dollars that aren't particularly yours and it be perfectly legal? Would that be something that you'd be interested in? I know, it sounds a bit sketchy, but we're gonna talk about manufactured spending, what it consists of, and how people are doing it, What is up? I'm Brandon Young. On this channel, I teach you how to make, save, and invest money. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss a beat. Now, I've always heard of this concept. I've always heard it thrown around, and I never really looked into it until I heard it again from my friend Hamza. So Hamza, this video is for you. But basically, the concept of manufactured spending is kind of broken down into these two parts. Now, when you have your credit card and you're spending it on a daily basis, you're spending it on your gas, your groceries, kind of the smaller items, and you can get the big ticket items like maybe a trip, electronics, cars, etc., etc. You get the point. When you use your credit card and you're buying these things, these are seen as organic. These are things that we normally buy and how our regular life consists of these things, right? And just like food, you got your manufactured GMO stuff, genetically modified, and manufactured spending is essentially you are spending money, but none of it is coming out of your own pocket. Interesting, huh? Now the concept seems so sketchy, and when you listen to it, you're like, this gotta be illegal. But hear me out, dude, hear me out. So you know how your credit card, it has a point system. So for whatever amount of money you spend, usually they give you points. And you can use those points to go travel, buy other stuff, redeem them as cash, etc., etc. Now, let's say you go ahead, you use your credit card, and let's say you go ahead, I'm just gonna throw an idea out there, you go and buy an iPad for $500. You go ahead and buy that iPad on credit, which is technically not your money, but the way credit cards work, you go ahead, you use their money, and at the end of the month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you go ahead and pay them back. But let's say you buy that iPad or the credit card, you go ahead and you liquidate that item, you get the cash, and then you go ahead and you pay off the card with that cash that you liquidated. Technically, no money out of your own pocket, and your card is paid off, which is great, and you go ahead and you get that points from that purchase. Yes, if you probably do it too much, your account will kind of look suspicious because, yeah, it's going to kind of look a little bit like money laundering if you think about it. And your money is pretty much going in a circle, which you don't really want it to look like that on your card statement. But let's go over some of the pros and cons of why you want to do this and why you might not want to do this. Now, cons, obviously, if you're doing this on an excessive level, and it's gonna look like money laundering because like I said, that money is going in a continuous cycle, especially if you're doing this heavily and you have a lot of transactions going out throughout your account, it does look suspicious. Your credit card company might, look at you and be like, hey man, what you doing over there? Might cancel your account. So that is one of the cons. Another con would be, let's say when you're in the liquidation process, maybe it takes longer to liquidate the item, pretty much longer than you expect, and you don't pay it off in time. Then you pretty much have to come out of pocket to pay that cost, which you technically don't want to do because you're in this to get that points, and you don't want any of the actual money coming out your pocket. So that's another con. But without risks, there won't be reward. And some of the rewards of having this is obviously getting those points. Like, honestly, I see a lot of people, and I've been reading up a lot about it, and people really do this like crazy, heavy, hardcore where they literally can live their whole life just off of credit card points, which is crazy. And if you think about it, that's not a bad way to live. I mean, why not use other people's money to finance anything that you want to do? You want to go to dinner, you want to go and travel. Why not use the other people's money, because you know they always using our money, so why can't we use their money? You feel me? Now, I am in no shape and form an expert of this. I'm gonna give you one way that you can do it, and obviously I said it in my example. You can pretty much use your card. You can go and get an item that can be easily liquidated, obviously, because you want to get that money as soon as possible. And you go ahead, liquidate it, use that money to pay off the card, you get the points, cycle continues. Like I said, this video is for educational purposes. So do with this information as you want, but if your card gets shut down, it's not on me, my guy. But what do you think about this concept of manufactured spending? Is it something that you would do? Are you interested in it? Let me know in the comment section below. Watch this video, go subscribe there. I'm Brandon Young. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.